Okay, guys, we have really fucked up this whole Julio thing.
Well, sir, he's made coffee every week.
But the audience needs more. We have a great actor and we can't waste him anymore. Ideas?
Well, he could have extensive ties to the Hispanic community and...
We already tried that in Double Vision. Barry has the ties to the Hispanic community.
Oh, why do we keep doing that?
Well, we can't send him to jail, and hip-hop will scare off the stay-at-home mom demographic. What do people like Julio do when they're not swimming in money and cocaine?
Listen to jazz?
Get Jim Trombetta on the script.
But sir, the story...
Jazz it up!
All of my friends sure and put in the time. They're wasting their money and living a lie.
Beat the Clock marks our halfway point in the 22-episode run of The Flash, and as far as midpoints go, it is... well, it's certainly a departure. While there's no major change of status quo or even a particularly Flash-centric plot, what we do get is a tonal change that feels fresh and interesting. Julio takes center stage this episode, at least as far as he's allowed to. As usual, he's technically useless and doesn't even get to be a part of the catalyst of the episode. That honor, of course, goes to Barry, who receives a phone call from a jazz musician explaining he has evidence that Julio's childhood friend, saxophone player Wayne Cottrell, is innocent of killing his wife. Unfortunately, Wayne is scheduled to be executed in 1 hour, and the jazz musician is immediately strangled to death while on the phone with Barry, who does nothing.
No, man! No! Let go! No!
Jewel? Jewel? Jewel?
Okay. After the plot is set into motion, we meet our obvious bad guy, Wayne's brother Elliot.
You know, I'm surprised Dave Buell isn't here. Dave? Dave's still in Chicago. He couldn't make it tonight.
And everything sort of goes from there as you'd expect it would, with Beat the Clock literally the name of the game. As I said, Julio does take center stage here, in so much as he is allowed to be a part of the investigation, is close friends with the supporting cast, and even gets to tangle with the big bad, whom he has a long history with. Alex Dessert gets to show a fairly wide range here, from his conversation with Barry about his middle-class upbringing to his intense need to save Wayne's life. The problem is that we've never met Wayne prior to this episode, which is an issue that this show is very, very familiar with. Add to that, just how long has Wayne been on death row? And how is it that Julio has yet to discover the excessively obvious holes in the murder plot? Either this judicial system works faster than the Roadrunner on a coke binge, or Julio is the ultimate procrastinator. Either way, things just don't add up. So why exactly did we actually kinda like it? Yeah, the plot is nothing to write home about. Hell, it doesn't even make any sense, and is actually almost creative in just how well it still manages to waste Julio. But there's something about it that's pretty great. The noir aesthetic is certainly one half of the coin, aided by the jazz score and anachronistic atmosphere. It's not a Flash episode, so if you're looking for one, look elsewhere. The characters, played by such greats as Ken Foray, Angela Bassett, Thomas Michael Ford of Martin fame, and that black guy from The Patriot, are all interesting and fun to watch. They don't make it a classic, and it's definitely skippable, but between their pedigree and that beautiful jazz atmosphere, it's pretty damn good.
Feel that way too.
Jazz has never been my cup of soup, but I gotta tell you, this was very cool.
Our suggestion, if you're following along with the series and you want a nice change of pace, definitely watch this episode. If, however, you're just looking for some quality Flash action and maybe a good script, don't. Next week, The Flash battles the Joker!
All of my friends sure and put in the time.
Jazz
They're
it up.
wasting their money and living a
fuck?
A little bit more ferocity. A little more ferocity on that.
Fucking subscribe. You don't subscribe, I'm gonna eat this. Subscribe anyway.
Peanut butter disaster.